Okay, here's the first eBay purchase I referred to in my previous video. This is a 4th edition starter deck. Back in the revised 4th edition era, the sort of early to mid-90s, they didn't really have pre-constructed decks. You basically would buy a starter deck, which was 60 cards, all 5 colors, a bunch of lands. You'd buy booster packs to supplement your starter deck, and you'd trade for individual cards or perhaps purchase them at a card shop. It was much less sophisticated, but I would say a lot more fun. I had this on eBay, as I said. I got it pretty close to its original retail price. It's not quite in great condition. There's a little crease here. On the back, there's this little divot, but it's factory sealed, so the secondary market for these cards is not, is not such that this thing is going to be worth so much unopened. So I'm going to open it. This is obviously not a beta or an unlimited starter deck, which would be worth hundreds or thousands of dollars. Excuse me. Let's see. You can see that it's copyright 1995, which is the year that I actually stopped playing. So the timing of 4th edition, it was after it was the first core set after the revised, and it incorporated cards from, I believe, definitely the Dark, and I believe Fallen Empires as well. It also brought back at least one unlimited card, Twiddle, which I'm hoping to find one in here, that had been absent from the revised set. The 4th edition was followed pretty closely by Ice Age, which was the first really big expansion set that was actually sort of playable as a standalone set. It had its own starter decks and it had its own lands, so it was a much bigger project than the previous expansion sets, which were just like, maybe 150 cards in a particular theme. So, as I said, this is a starter deck from the core set, released in 1995, and I'm going to open it and see what's in here. Just some predictions. I expect to see the standard sort of boring common creatures, Monsters, Goblin Raiders, Merfolk of the Pearl Trident, Grizzly Bears, Benelish Hero, Scathe Zombies or Dredge Skeletons for black. I'm not sure exactly how many rares are in here. It could just be one, so I'm hoping that's a good rare, obviously. You always hope that. But, whatever. So I could sit here and predict, but I may as well just open it. So it's got this kind of cigarette pack, gold opener thing. These plastic sleeves. We used to carry decks in these boxes. And the really nerdy ones of us would keep these plastic sleeves and take this off, because it usually just gets in the way. All right, let's see what we've got. All right, more factory sealed flash fires, destroy all planes. So far, so good. All right, as I said, there's another set of seal here, so we're going to open that. That's the rule book right there, which I'm told, regardless of what value the cards themselves might hold, the rule book is absolutely worthless, so I'm not going to care about the rule book too much. I'm trying to open this thing. I'm sure I could be doing this in a way that's more protective of the cards, but you know what? I'm sure some people would be appalled that I'm actually doing this, but whatever. I want to get these cards open. Pay no attention to that crashing noise. Okay. Oh man, this is difficult. Put a cigarette thing on the outside, not on the inside. I'm making the inside easier than the outside. Okay. Got the plastic off. So, as I said, rule book. I think this is the first time the rule book was in color. The rule book for the revised set was just black and white. I think there was a picture of the Shivan dragon, and obviously this looks like the backs of the cards. it also has this ad for the Duelist magazine. I don't know if this is still published, but this is a really great magazine, particularly before the internet, because it was really the only place to go to figure out, what the latest news on Magic was, and what the new cards were, and how much cards were worth. So, and that is an illustration by Quentin Hoover, who is my favorite Magic artist. So, very interesting. All right, let's just go see what we've got. Flash fires, destroy all planes. Obviously good if you're playing against white, but not good if you're not playing against white. Killer bees, flying. This is a great, good, decent creature. Air elemental, hey, very nice. Flying 4/4, can't go wrong there. Orcish artillery, okay. So this is the card that my YouTube channel is actually named after. We used to come up with, because we were teenagers, we used to come up with silly names for our for cards, and Orcish artillery we called Porkish fartillery, and I thought that was the most clever name that we came up with, so I chose it for my YouTube channel. I think the only one rivaling that was probably the name we had for Celestial Prism, which was Molestial Jism, but whatever. Okay, with control, I'm just going to go through these until I find something interesting. Cave People, a great Drew Tucker illustration. Mishra's Factory, I can't remember what this one is. I think this is a good card. You can turn it into... Okay, so it does a bunch of different things. Not bad. Ooh, Glasses of Urza. This is a great card. You basically force your opponent to play with their hand on the table. Fire Element, 2 elementals in one set. This is turning out to be a pretty good deck. That's awesome. Fungasaur, whatever. Ooh, Clockwork Avian. These clockwork creatures I remember being kind of a big deal. I'm wondering if those were, these are all the cards that were in front of the rule books. I'm wondering if those are all the rares and uncommons that I'm going to get. Hopefully not, but whatever. Clockwork Avian, decent card. I think it's, I don't know. It's a long, complicated artifact creature, but it's decent. I don't remember what it was. Aspect of Wolf. This is a good classic green card. With green you have to have a ton of forests in play, and this increases your a target creature's toughness and power by the number of forest you have, which if you're playing a good green deck will be a lot, so that's good. Okay, bunch of lands. Obviously I don't care about those. The thing with the starter decks is that they're basically really big booster packs with a whole lot of land, so need land, but not very exciting. Okay, and I think the rest of these are probably going to be... actually, no, because an artifact creature is always at least uncommon. Battering Ram, Creature Bond, good direct damage, Eternal Warrior. This is a really good effect. I guess it's called Vigilance now. Attacking does not cost target creature to tap. Nice defensive white card. Apprentice Wizard, Grizzly Bears. This was my favorite common card. Don't ask me why. We all had our favorite little pud creatures, but I knew I was going to get one of these, and I'm very excited about them. I'm actually going to set that one aside because I like the Grizzly Bears a lot. Fireball, one of my all-time favorite cards. I was really big on goblins and direct damage when I was playing, and Fireball is obviously a great card for that. Circles of Protection, not that great. I'm going to try to hurry guys under 10 minutes. Stream of Life. That's a good card. Another flying creature. Monsters Goblin Raiders. That was my friend's favorite card. I may explain these weird loyalties we had later, but again, I predicted Grizzly Bears and Monsters Goblin Raiders, and there they are. Alabaster Potion, gain life. Dirkwood Boars, Energy Tap. A lot of these cards I don't even remember. Sisters of the Flame. So, this is a good little artifact, or not artifact is the wrong word, but a good little indicator of the timing of this. Play this ability as an interrupt. That was before the 6th edition rule change, where there actually were interrupts versus instants. I guess that distinction has since been eradicated. I'm going to stop the video because I'm at almost 10 minutes, and I will pick up after a break.